And welcome everybody to Chrysler Arena as the University of Michigan Wolverines take on Maryland East Shore Hawks. I'm here with Evan. Evan, what can we expect out of this Maryland East Shore team that is 1-9?
Hopefully not too close to the game. They're scoring pretty spread out, 3 double-digit scores, but they're 1-9. They haven't had any really close games against any meaningful teams. They lost to Virginia Tech by 16, which doesn't sound too bad, but in my opinion, Virginia Tech's not too great.
Hey, we did it too, so it's okay.
Yes.
Michigan did it too. What's the player to watch from this Maryland East Shore team?
I think it's probably Bakari Copeland. He's second on the team in scoring with 13.7 points per game. He's also leading the team in rebounds with 5.5 rebounds per game. So he could present a challenge for the guys inside today.
What about Michigan? Who's the guy we watch out of the University of Michigan?
I am still watching Mo Wagner turn into a star on this team.
Yes.
And hopefully he can have a pretty big day at both ends. And other than Wagner, I'm looking again at the freshmen, like I've been looking for all season, Simpson and Watson, to hit a learning curve before Big Ten season starts so that they can have a big impact and help the team advance, hopefully, to the NCAA tournament.
So coming into the season, I mean, Xavier Simpson, he's a pretty high-profile recruit. What did you expect out of him, and has he met your expectations? Do you expect him to meet your expectations by the end of the year?
I do expect him to meet my expectations by the end of the year, but
which are?
I think he should be one of the better backup point guards in the Big Ten.
Okay.
I think he should be able to come in and handle the ball, not turn the ball over, similar to a Spike Albrecht, and be able to hit threes if he's open. I mean, we've seen him pass the ball really well, but he struggles shooting the ball. So I'm looking for him to be more assertive, trying to score, and hopefully that can translate into him becoming a meaningful player off the bench for this team.
So what you're saying is you would expect him to be the starting point guard by the end of the year, maybe?
I would, yeah. I'd expect it to not even be a competition going into next season.
So who's taking out? Walton or Abdul Rahman, or who are we taking out?
I would say probably Abdul Rahman. I like Abdul Rahman a lot. I think he gets to the rim better than any player on the team. But I just don't see him as a player who can make a difference. I see him as a role player on this team. I mean, he has the potential to get to the rim every single time, but I think a guy like Xavier Simpson, a 4-star prospect, coming in as one of the more heralded prospects that this program has recruited in recent years, I mean, it just feels like he should have more of an impact.
Definitely, and last game you did see him make a couple shots. Today, we'll see what happens. That was against Central Arkansas. We got Hibbets and Watson also in the game. E.B. Watson, the other freshman, Josh Hibbets coming off the bench. At least I think it's Josh. Yeah. Our starting lineups today, we'll start with Maryland East Shore. We got Ryan Andino, Logan McIntosh, Dante Caldwell, Bakari Copeland, and Isaac Taylor for the Maryland East Shore Hawks. And a little bit of a shakeup in the starting lineup for the University of Michigan. DJ Wilson, that's normal. Derek Walton Jr., Zach Irvin. We expect that Mo Wagner. No Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman. Instead, we've got Duncan Robinson in the starting lineup. What do you think about that?
That's interesting. I mean, Robinson is basically a 3-point shooting specialist. It's not something that I was expecting coming into today, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, Robinson is probably not as good of a player overall as Abdul Rahman.
Sure.
So I'm somewhat surprised, but I'm sure the coaching staff has a reason for it.
Well, you know, he was kind of benched at the start of the season due to the fact that he has been pretty ineffective on defense. He's turned that around. We've seen him make 3 after 3 after 3 in all the games so far this season. We saw him miss that game-tying 3 at the end of the Virginia Tech game that would have tied it up instead of overtime. Instead, he missed that. That was one of Michigan's 3 losses. They're 8-3. Maryland East Shore 1-9. They've been playing teams like Wichita State, George Washington, you said Virginia Tech, among others. This is their last big game of the season. This is the last game where they're going to go in expecting a loss. We'll see what happens. Players getting ready for the tip.
Really big starting lineup for Michigan with Robinson in there instead of Abdul Rahman. Everybody's big besides Walton. So
it's Taylor and DJ Wilson in the middle. Ref breaks them apart. 3 bounces. Throws it up. Wilson's got it, and we're underway. University of Michigan going to start with the ball. Derek Walton Jr. works against McIntosh, gets it to Irvin on the left wing. He works against Copeland, gets a screen from Wagner, goes right at the right wing, now goes to the corner, DJ Wilson. He's trapped in the corner there, gets it to Wagner. Wagner out to the wing. Zach Irvin three. Good!
Great
Zach
start.
Irvin the quick three.
Great start for Irvin right there. Settled for a jump shot maybe, but it went in, so good start offensively.
It's what you expect out of Zach Irvin all season. Andino's the point guard. He hands it off to McIntosh. McIntosh works against Walton. He's on the M. Goes to the right to the wing. Gets it to Caldwell. Caldwell inside to Copeland. Long two in the corner. No good. Tipped around. Rebound goes to Taylor. He posts up against Wagner. And they're going to call him for a travel. Turnover, Michigan basketball.
That was a really fortunate turnover after the entire Michigan team in the lane just failed to box out.
Well, I'm not sure John Beeline's maybe regretting it, but Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman just came in for Duncan Robinson, so I don't know what to make of that one.
Yeah, interesting that he would change it 50 seconds into the game.
Abdur-Rahman brings it up against Andino, gets it to the right wing to Walton. Back up top to Abdur-Rahman. Rahman looking around. Wilson to the right wing. Inside to Wagner. Wagner's got a lane. He's going to get slashed by Caldwell. No call. And what are they going to say? It looks like a foul on McIntosh. It looked like Caldwell just slapped his arm. Nothing happened, and it looks like it's going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to be on Isaac Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, Wagner's got to take that stronger than that, get the ball up higher.
Walton's got it, gets a screen from Wagner to the right. He's at the wing, right where Irvin made it last possession. Wilson thought about it in the corner three, didn't take it. Now Walton's, he's going to step back three. Good! Right over Copeland.
And that three goes in for Walton, but nobody's moving on the offensive side of the ball. Everybody's just standing there waiting for somebody else to make a shot.
It's worked in two possessions, but it's not going to work the whole game. McIntosh has it out on the M. He dribbles it left, hands it off to Caldwell, gets it to Andino, back to McIntosh to the left wing. He's looking for somebody. He rolls right. He's got Walton still on him with 5 on the shot clock. Nothing's happening. Taylor going to post up on Wagner to the left, and he puts it in.
Good defense by Wagner, just staying with his guy despite the pick and roll attempt. Really good effort despite the made basket.
Got him just to the left, got enough on it. It bounced in. Wilson's got it, hands it off to Abdur-Rahman. He goes, gets Andino up top. Rolls to the left, now twitches it, goes to the right. McIntosh tried to get a steal, couldn't get it. Walton's got it. Nice pass. Goes inside, below the rim, finds Wagner for 2.
Great play by Derek Walton to find Wagner underneath. He's really creating for this offense so far.
This is McIntosh, the point guard. Hands it, gets it to Copeland. Copeland going to go to the right to the streaking Caldwell. Caldwell against DJ Wilson. Now inside to Taylor. It's tipped by Wagner. Goes out of bounds. It was tipped around with McIntosh and Wagner. It's going to stay with the road team as Wagner dives into the stands.
Great hustle play by Wagner there. For him and Wilson, it's just become a regular thing to see them diving for balls, making second efforts. Great to see from this Michigan defense.
Replay shows it was close, but it was the right call. Copeland has it. Got excited. Travels right past DJ Wilson. Michigan's going to take it.
Really good defense so far from this Michigan team. They're just staying with their guys, making the extra effort to fight through picks and screens. Great job so far. Love to see that from them.
Michigan early 3 for 3. 2 of those were threes. Walton's going to bring it up left to right on the old radio dial. Excuse me. Gets Abdur-Rahman back to Walton up top. To Wagner right at the top of the key. Gets it to the right wing to DJ Wilson. Wilson moves to the left, gets it to Zach Irvin, top of the key, long 2, whistle before, we're sending it back the other way, and it's going to be a foul on Mo Wagner. I didn't see what happened there.
It was a moving screen on Wagner.
Got it.
He just hit his guy with his shoulder.
It didn't really affect Irvin's shot that went in on the top of the key just inside the three-point line. Donnell is already up after the first foul on Wagner.
Beeline just cannot leave guys in with fouls. It's just become a very traditional thing for him.
Caldwell misses a deep 3. Zach Irvin comes down to the rebound. He's going to bring it right to left. It's the pass to Abdur-Rahman is tipped by Andino. Gets it to Abdur-Rahman. Mo Wagner, top of the key. Good! That's 3!
It feels like last Saturday against UCLA. They're just hitting 3 after 3 after 3. Even Irvin's on the foul on Wagner went in. Wow.
They're 4 for 4. 3 of them were threes. They would have been the 5th without that Wagner foul, as Copeland's going to go inside to DJ Wilson. He gets a piece of it, tipped around Abdur-Rahman.
The advantage of having Wilson out there on that wing is he's so long.
Abdul-Rahman gets it inside to DJ Wilson. Pump fake into a foul. Puts up the layup and one.
Great start for this team. You see Wilson making the extra effort on defense against the driving player on one end and getting on the other end and drawing the foul on the layup.
A great find there by Abdul-Rahman. That's why you have him. He's your guy. He's your quarterback. As Wagner's going to sit down for Mark Donnell. And DJ Wilson's going to shoot a free throw. 13-2 home team on top early on.
And like you were saying, Donald already in for Mo Wagner. Beeline known for taking out players early in the half with their first foul. Second foul, they're sitting the rest of the half.
Wilson tips around on the iron, bounces out. East Shore's got it back. This is Peck, who just came into the game. Over to Caldwell, top of the key to Copeland. Copeland going to get Andino over to McIntosh. That's their point guard. He'll reset, 14 on the clock.
Just everybody staying on their man. They have nowhere to go. No holes in this defense right now.
Here we go. Andino's got it. 5 on the clock. He's at midcourt. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Throws it up over Wilson. And it just misses long. Walton's going to get the deep rebound. He'll go inside. Nice find to DJ Wilson. The poster. Are you kidding me? Over Copeland.
Wow.
Wow. And there's a BTN camera right there, folks. Sports Center's going to get a piece of that one.
That is going to be a top 10 play. That was a great defensive possession where they settled for a long three. Last weekend against UCLA, that might have got in, but not today. And DJ Wilson, wow. I mean, he just elevated.
We saw Ball put in multiple of those deep NBA threes against UCLA. This is not UCLA. This is Maryland East Shore. There's a timeout on the floor. It is 15-2. Michigan on top with 15:36 to go. First half fouls are 3-1 in favor of Michigan. Evan, what have we learned early on?
Well, you and I were discussing before the game about whether or not Michigan was going to cover the spread of 26 points. So far, it looks like they're on pace to do that.
They are already halfway there, 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes into the game.
Great start, and Maryland East Shore just has not been able to get anything going on offense. I mean, their defense, Michigan's defense that is, has just been stifling. They have no holes to drive, can't get any ball movement that's freeing anybody up, so just great all-around play from Michigan so far.
Well, we saw the deep three that they were forced to put up on that last possession due to the fact that the clock was at 1. It looked like it was going to fall. It was just a bit long. They forced a couple of those deep shot clock possessions, which is the only possession they've scored on, which was Taylor's against Wagner with 3 on the clock, going inside to the left past Wagner for 2. Other than that, Michigan perfect, 6 of 6. 3 of 3 from 3. They've missed their only free throw. And on the other side, East Shore, 1 of 5, 0 of 2 from 3, looking for their first three-pointer. You don't want this to happen early on if you're East Shore. I mean, you're not expected to win this game. I don't even think you expect to win this game. But you come in, you never know. Michigan has played multiple bad opponents where they've allowed the other team to get in it in the first half, and they would run away in the second half. This is not going to happen. Michigan on a 9-0 run. East Shore had scored in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, when you're an underdog, an overwhelmed team, all you want to do is just keep it close early. You don't want to come out and just lose yourself trying to beat them in the first minute of the game, because you can't win. You can't win in the first half, but you certainly can lose the game. And it looks like that's what Maryland East Shore is doing. They just have no rhythm on offense. And Michigan's getting in transition, and this team is really dangerous as they've shown in these first few minutes. Wilson looking great on both ends.
Well, you saw a couple travels on East Shore. There's got to be... Listen, they're not used to this. I have never seen East Shore play, but I'm looking at about a 70% Chrysler Center full. They've never seen this before at their own home. No. So they've got to be... They probably don't really know what to expect. They weren't ready for this one. They saw it against Virginia Tech. They're seeing it here again. And this is the last time they'll see it, probably for the rest of the season, as DJ Wilson puts the free throw through.
Unless they go on a run and make the NCAA tournament.
If you're playing the MEAC and you're 1-9 right now, you got to imagine you got to win the conference.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
the only way. And a nice backdoor pass to Andino. Abdul-Rahman gets a piece of it. He'll have to dribble it to the corner as McIntosh has it, rolls to the left to the wing, hands it off to Taylor, who goes against Mark Donnell. He's looking to pass it. He can't. Now he's going to put up a deep fadeaway. Not even close. That's an air ball. DJ Wilson, the rebound, gets it up to Walton. Top of the key now, drives to the right. Now he's going to bring it back out to the wing. he's going to reset it.
You look at that last possession for Maryland East Shore, they finally get a backdoor cut, and it's fumbled. Just the kind of game it's been for them so far offensively.
It looked like an absolute easy layup. Abdur Rahman did get a piece of it. 10 on the clock. Abdur Rahman going to go inside now to Walton on the right wing for three. Guess what? It's good again. 7 of 7, 4 from 3. 19-2 home team.
This team is just on fire. I mean, nobody can miss. It's ridiculous right now.
Who's going to miss the first shot? That's the game. As McIntosh tries to get it to Taylor, doesn't happen. Abdur Rahman's going to bring it up. It looked like he was fouled by Caldwell. No call. Goes out of bounds, stays with Michigan. Duncan Robinson going to come in for DJ Wilson.
Another turnover by Maryland East Shore, and they can't keep up with Michigan in the transition game. So, I mean, if this continues, it's going to be a long, long game for Maryland East Shore.
It's Walton Jr., Abdur Rahman, Irvin Robinson, Donnell for the home team. Irvin gets it into Duncan Robinson, who's trapped in the corner. He's going to call a timeout. East Shore's bench jumps up with excitement. I'm not sure what they're excited about because it's definitely not the 19-2 score.
A good effort right there on defense. I mean, not the place to inbound the ball to Robinson, but they have nothing else to get excited about besides Michigan being forced to call timeout. So,
you know, and I think that's a learning curve for Irvin right there. On you cannot get the ball to the corner, whether it's the base corner or at the half court line, because that's where you get trapped. That's where other teams can steal it. That's where Big Ten teams can come in and actually make a difference.
Exactly, and you talk about a learning curve. Irvin is a senior. This shouldn't be a problem for a guy who's a senior. This should be routine. You should expect an E.B. Watson or Xavier Simpson to make that kind of pass. So a little bit frustrating to see a senior like Irvin make that kind of pass off an inbound play.
It's the learning curve of the year, I suppose. We're still early on. That's why you play them.
Exactly.
One more cupcake on the 22nd, and we start Big Ten play with Rutgers. Inbound it to Derek Walton on the left wing. Gets it to the corner. Zach Irvin wanted to take it, didn't. Back to Walton, who works against Peck. He's going to reset. Gets a screen left and right from Donnell. No look pass. Duncan Robinson, corner three. First miss of the game right there, and Donnell has it. But it was Taylor's first. And it's going to be a foul on Donnell.
Over the back on Donnell. And like you said, the first miss. Robinson had a good look in the corner, but again, not much movement on offense aside from Walton with the ball. Like to see more movement, off-ball movement from the other guys on the floor right now.
Interesting that it's Duncan Robinson missing the first shot of all the players that could have been.
Yeah, the best three-point shooter on the team.
Probably the best shooter on the team. All right, Rivera just checked in for East Shore. He's their point guard. Gets a screen from Jones, another guy that just checked in. This is Caldwell. Corner to Ryan Andino, their top scorer, three. Good!
And you go from Michigan's first miss of the game to Maryland East Shore's first points in 4 minutes.
No. You don't think. It's possible.
Doesn't seem likely.
As Walton's got it, top of the key. Wants a screen to the left, didn't get it. Abdur Rahman inside to Donnell. Swings it over to Walton, wants a screen. He's not getting it. There's Donnell to the right. He's going to go inside. Moving screen again on Donnell. That's his second of the game. And Wagner's quickly back in. As Wagner with one, that's
Tesk. Tesk kick.
Oh, it's Teske. It's good old Tesk, the freshman. John Teske. We've seen him briefly. We've seen a little bit. I know Morris is excited about him. We'll see what happens. As Jones is going to get a wide open three, and the wing can't find it. It's tipped around. Caldwell had it. It gets tipped out of bounds by Abdur Rahman. It'll stay with East Shore.
Not even an effort for a rebound there by any of the Michigan players. It was just rolling around on the ground before anybody tried to grab it. So unfortunate that they get another shot here.
Get it outside to Rivera. Rivera, top of the key, trying to do something, and they're going to call an offensive foul on East Shore. Not sure what it was, but that's Tyler Jones coming in off the bench. That was in the corner. And here's the guy we've been talking about. We talked about him before the broadcast. We're going to talk about him again. Coming in for Abdur Rahman, it's Xavier Simpson. This guy might be the X factor for the Wolverines right now. This guy, it might come down to whether or not this guy can play like the four-star we as in the fans would think he's going to be.
Yeah, and Zach Irvin right now is the X factor game to game, but Xavier Simpson might be the overall X factor for this team's ceiling.
Derek Walton Jr. trying to find somebody, gets it in the reset to Xavier Simpson, gets tipped by Rivera. He gets it back to Duncan Robinson. Irvin in the corner. He's going to go inside under the basket. That's Simpson. Simpson at the free throw line goes inside. Nice layup up and no good by Simpson. Rebound goes out. That's to Copeland, who's going to get it up to, I can't see the number. That's Tyler Jones with the easy 2. It's a 12-point game.
Simpson had that layup. I mean, he got to the basket. He just could not finish. Got blocked by the rim right there.
Duncan Robinson, deep wing 3. Good!
Right back to it. There's Duncan Robinson's first 3 of the game, and hopefully this team can get hot again right now.
Easy peasy. As they bring it up, this is Tyler Jones going to get it to Andino. Over number 21, Copeland. Gets it to Rivera. Rivera going to reset against Xavier Simpson. Now going to roll to the left. He's got Irvin on him. Irvin in the air. Didn't take the foul. Simpson's on Copeland. Copeland much bigger. He's going to fade away, but they're going to call a foul on the freshman. That's going to be his first, Michigan's 4th, and we have a timeout on the floor.
Unfortunate that Xavier Simpson couldn't finish. We've been talking about him a lot, but that kind of layup is the difference between being able to trust him in big moments and not. And you look to the future, to the Big Ten schedule, and you can't have those missed layups against the Big Ten teams. Those are just the easy points that you need that are created. Irvin made a great drive, freed up space in the lane. Simpson came in, just missed the layup.
11:54 to go, first half, 22-7 Michigan leads. Let's get some stats going. As Michigan's shooting 8 of 10, 5 of 6 from 3. They made 1 of their 2 free throws. Moving to East Shore. It's not great. It's 3 of 9, which is not terrible. 1 of 4 from 3, which is terrible. Turnovers are 4-2 in favor of Michigan. Fouls are each 4 and 4. Michigan 7 assists. East Shore 2. Rebounds are 5-4 in favor of the road team.
Michigan has turned those turnovers into a great transition game as well. So it's not just that they're losing the turnover battle, Maryland East Shore losing the turnover battle, but it's that Michigan is turning that into easy buckets in transition to the other end. And go ahead.
They seem faster. Michigan just seems faster going down the court. They seem like they want it more. East Shore seems like the wind is out of their sails a little bit now that they're down by 15, 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, definitely not the start that they wanted. And you look at the way they're shooting the ball. I mean, despite losing the turnover battle, they only have 1 less shot taken than the Wolverines, but they're shooting at a 33% clip compared to Michigan shooting at 80%. And if Michigan shoots at 80%, they're generally going to win, regardless of who they're playing, unless it's UCLA.
I mean, you got to imagine some of that is the fact that most of these shots are open. Maybe that's because the East Shore defense isn't quite there as what you would expect from the Big Ten. But East Shore, not going to quit. They're still in it. They've got a bunch of family behind their bench, and they're getting excited. They're probably used to this since they've been traveling all over the country. 8 of their 10 games have been on the road. They've lost all 8 of those. They're 1-1 at home. As they go into the MEAC conference play, you'll actually start to see maybe a little bit more fair home and road ratio. But right now, it's just make your university money, playing the games that you know you're going to get dominated in.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard as a team because you know you're overmatched and you want to go in with confidence and you want to keep it close, but Michigan just came out running. I mean, good game for Michigan so far to build confidence heading into the Big Ten season, something that they definitely need, and it's just tough for Maryland East Shore on the road.
This is a Copeland free throw, up and no good. As in the regular season, he's a 72% free throw shooter right now. Second free throw is up and good. Walton's going to bring it out. We got some full court pressure. We saw this in the women's game with much success for Michigan. They're going to bring it up pretty easily. Walton's going to get it over with 3 seconds to spare over to Xavier Simpson on the left. Looked like he wanted to take the 3, couldn't. Gets inside, mid-range in the corner by Irvin is no good, but a foul is going to be called. That's going to be on East Shore. It's going to be Tyler Jones. That's his second.
It feels like the Michigan offense can generate a better shot than a contested mid-range jumper for Irvin right now. It feels like when they move the ball and they drive at the rim, they're getting better looks than just settling for that, which has become a constant problem for Zach Irvin.
It was a mid-range jumper on the left corner. Maybe could have drove in a little more as Abdur Rahman's going to come in for Walton. Wilson ready to come in for Zach Irvin. Teskey still on the floor as both free throws are up and good. Wagner's going to come in as well for Teskey. And we've got Duncan Robinson, Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman, DJ Wilson, Mo Wagner, and Xavier Simpson.
Couple freshmen out there for Michigan right now in the middle of the first half. We'll see how it goes.
As the shot is up and good from East Shore. Michigan going to bring it back. This is Xavier Simpson. Hands out to DJ Wilson on the right, guarded by Andino. That was Peck with the layup, by the way, folks. I apologize for that. Abdur-Rahman's got it right wing, going to go to the left. Swing it around to Duncan Robinson, back to Xavier Simpson. In the corner, Abdur-Rahman had the three, didn't take it. He's going to drive, put up the drive, the runner. Doesn't go, hits off the side of the backboard. Doesn't matter. This is a foul on Tyler Jones. That's his third.
And a great pass by Simpson right there to free up space from Abdur-Rahman. I mean, that's his biggest strength, like we've talked about, is his passing. But I'd like to see him attack the rim and maybe finish something as this first half progresses.
First Abdur-Rahman free throw up and no good. Tyler Jones, their second best shooter at 54%. He's 38% on the year from 3, 4 of 6 in the free throw line, and he's got 3 fouls early on. And he's going to sit down.
Not a good sign for them getting those fouls early. But Michigan also has 4 fouls already in this game.
Abdur-Rahman up, no good. They're going to call a foul on Wagner. Looks like over the back. It could be on. Yep, it's on Wagner. He wasn't thrilled with that one. Don't think it matters. And look who it is.
Teskey right back in the game.
And Wagner and Donnell both with 2 fouls 8 minutes into the game.
And unless Teskey gets a couple fouls here, it could be him the rest of the first half with Beeline's style of coaching.
Beeline does not like to put guys out when they have 2 fouls. Donnell's been out for a while. We might see no more Wagner for the rest of the half as well, which is pretty interesting. We've got Teskey and Hibbets. That's about all we got. That's about all Michigan has. Maybe DJ Wilson.
Yeah, Davis took the red shirt.
Rivera gets it. Corner 2 from Peck is no good. Simpson's going to get it back to DJ Wilson. Wilson, cross-court pass to Duncan Robinson to the left wing, going to get it back to Xavier Simpson. He is going to reset. He goes against Rivera, gets it to DJ Wilson on that right wing, gets it to Teskey, over Duncan Robinson, inside to Wilson. Pump fake, up and good!
Great hesitation by DJ Wilson to get the defender out of his face and get the easy layup. And
the scoreboard ref told them to stop. Not sure what's happening here. 10:24 to go. It's 26-10. Home team on top. It should be East Shore basketball as the refs go over to the monitor.
Yeah, not sure what's happening right now.
I'm not sure what you can get. Wilson, I mean, you can't review whether or not the shot went in, because I can assure you the shot went in. But they are looking at something. It was right off the inbound, in the East Shore inbound. There was no full court pressure by Michigan or anything. It didn't seem like anything was happening, but 2 refs going to go over to the monitor and review something.
Yeah, hopefully we find out what after this break. But Michigan right now shooting 5 of 6 from 3 in this game, and going back to last Saturday against UCLA, the last 3 games shooting just under 50% from behind the arc at 49%.
Well,
that is unreal. And if they keep that kind of shooting up, I mean, this will be dangerous in the Big Ten season.
If they can keep that kind of shooting up is the key part of that sentence, as statistically speaking, when you're going to go into the Big Ten, I mean, I know you played a UCLA defense that's not really known for their defense, but their offense, they're still number 2 in the country, so it's so relevant. But they played Central Arkansas, they're playing Maryland East Shore. They've got Furman on Tuesday as their last non-conference game of the year. So you're playing teams that aren't even close to Big Ten defenses, but either way, if you can hit 50% of your open threes, that's still above average.
Yeah, that's great, and I mean, just being able to do that makes you a dangerous team, because teams can't leave anybody that can't help at the rim if a guy like Abdur-Rahman or Simpson gets to the hoop. So it makes a difference. It keeps them competitive, because if they're missing open threes, I mean, this team is going to have a tough time in Big Ten season.
Well, it's been their motto since gosh, since Beeline came here when I was in middle school, it's been live or die by the three. Started with guys like Zach Novak, Stu Douglas. Now we're going to guys like Zach Irvin, Derek Walton, Duncan Robinson. It's the same old, and Michigan can expect that as long as Beeline is sitting over there in that chair.
Exactly.
We figured it out. East Shore ball. Peck's going to drive it inside, gets it to Andino. Looked like he may have traveled, didn't. They get it back out to Rivera with 10 on the clock with Simpson on him. Now he's going to get some screens, gets it inside to Peck. Peck passes it right to Xavier Simpson, who brings it right to left and finds Duncan Robinson wide open, past the defense for two.
Great pass by Xavier Simpson. I mean, as good at passing as anybody on this Michigan team right now.
It's 28-10, home team on top. As Rivera brings it back.
Michigan might cover the spread in the first half.
Michigan cover the 26-point spread in the first half. This is Copeland rolling to his right. He's got Teskey on him, hands it off to Rivera, gives him a screen to the left, passes it to Peck, who wasn't ready for it. Copeland, the long two, is good. They're going to say it was a three. Looked like a two for me. Either way, right wing three is good.
He's their guy. I mean, if they're going to find a way to get back in this game, it's going to start with Bakari Copeland at both ends.
The Copeland three gets it back to the 15. DJ Wilson just straight lost the pass from Duncan Robinson. It's a turnover. Rivera's going to bring it up to court. He'll move to his right. Now going to go to the right wing where it seems DJ Wilson. They've got Copeland on Xavier Simpson. Now they're going to switch. Rivera going to ward to the right, and Xavier Simpson with the strip going to bring it up, and he's going to get hard fouled. Wow. I guess they'll say he was going for the ball. That was a tough foul. Simpson will shoot two.
And a great defensive play by Xavier Simpson, and going the other way, like you said, just a hard foul. I was looking forward to seeing if Simpson was going to be able to finish through contact at the rim, but I mean, just
that was just a I don't know what an intentional foul is anymore, because that just looks crazy. I know it's technically a play on the ball, but that was a hard chop.
Yeah, that was more of a chop at the arms than a play on the ball, in my opinion at least.
But that's fine as the first free goes up and good. Teskey's going to leave. Irvin's in. So DJ Wilson is going to be the big man with Duncan Robinson as the other forward. It's Irvin, Abdur-Rahman, and Simpson, the other three. As Derek Walton Jr. looking to come in for Simpson.
Wilson is 6'10", but he's been playing on the wing all season, so it's interesting to see Beeline leaving him in as the one big man on the floor.
You know, if there's a game you're going to do it, let's choose the game where Donnell and Wagner are both unavailable. I say that in air quotes. Against East Shore. Let's see if this can actually work. Let's see if DJ Wilson can actually play big man.
Yeah, and this lineup could be very, very dangerous in transition if they can get some stops on defense and get running.
He's going to be on Copeland. Go back to Salin. Salin is the point guard coming out for East Shore, his first minutes of the game. They find Copeland in the corner, hands it out to Antino, corner three, in and out. Irvin with the rebound. DJ Wilson is past the defense. The pass just a little late. He'll have to get out from the corner. Derek Walton Jr. going to go inside. Good pass to Irvin. Over to the left wing. Robinson inside. Abdur-Rahman back left corner. Walton three. Good!
Great offensive possession for the Wolverines. They slowed it down in transition and then ended up finding a couple open guys, passed up shots, and finally Walton hit it.
They must not like me because I felt like I was talking pretty quickly right there. McIntosh is going to reset against Walton. He's going to get a screen from Copeland to his right. He's going to go inside on DJ Wilson, takes about 20 steps, no call. It will look like a bobble, and it's going to be put up by Salin, blocked by Robinson, tipped around to Walton. No look pass to Zach Irvin, up and good!
This team is running as well as I've seen them run all season in transition, and it starts with great defense, and then they're just running the ball.
And that'll be timeout time for Maryland East Shore. That's their first. I've been at every game at home except for Texas and the first game you were at. I've never seen a domination like I've seen here. We saw in the first half against Virginia Tech. It was pretty close. Michigan was up by 14, 15 points at one point. That went away quickly. I'm going to assume that's not going to happen this time either.
When you shoot 86% from the field, 86% from three, it's tough to beat any team that you're playing. I mean, Maryland East Shore is just getting run off the court right now in transition, shooting, and the Michigan defense is playing fantastic too.
Michigan has made their last 5 shots. They're on a 7-0 run in the last minute and 15 seconds. Fouls are 7-5 in favor of Michigan. They are on the bonus. And it's pretty full here at Chrysler. It started out a little 50%, but at Tim it was 70. I'd say this is about 80% full.
Yeah, a lot of people filling in here. A lot of fans. The student section isn't too full, but no, a lot of fans here.
Well, you'd expect that to change, folks. I'll be on the call. I can't speak for anyone else, but this Tuesday, the University of Michigan is going to take on Furman University. That's going to be a real exciting one. That's their last game until the Big Ten schedule. That game is going to start at 7 p.m. on WCBN Sports. And then you move into the road game. It's Iowa on New Year's Day. That will also be here at WCBN. As I click on Michigan's website Clubhouse here, I'm looking at their top performers by field goal percentage. That's Brent Hibbets at 100% shooting. Minutes per game is 2.2, so that'll tell you all you need to know about Hibbets, especially because you probably haven't heard of him. But he's the freshman under Teske. He's the guy you'd expect he's going to get some minutes in the future.
Yeah, I mean, until he misses a shot, he should at least be getting minutes.
Until he misses a shot. I can't confirm that that's more than 2 shots. It is 1 shot, but it is a 3-pointer. So, just saying.
Fits right in with this team right now, just shooting lights out from behind the arc.
That was against Central Arkansas. He also played against Kennesaw State for a few minutes. Also has a rebound, assist, turnover with those 3 points. Anyway, the timeout is all over. 7:26 to go, first half. Michigan completely ruining the dream of Maryland East Shore, 35-13. Late first half, East Shore is going to have the ball. Copeland is going to get it inside to McIntosh.
And Michigan has made their last 5 shots on a 7-0 run right now.
This is McIntosh. I guess he looks like he's the point guard now. Copeland works against Walton. That looks like a mismatch there. Copeland's their big man inside with Taylor. They're going to get to McIntosh. He's going to roll to the right, puts up a runner close to the basket, doesn't go in. Irvin the rebound. He'll bring it inside. He's got Abdur-Rahman just standing there. Rahman's going to bring it out now, bring it right back in against Copeland. Put it up with the right hand up and no good. He's going to fight the rebound and they're going to give him the jump ball. That is not the right call at all. The ref calling for the jump ball didn't see it. I sure did. Abdur-Rahman did not have close to possession of that ball. He was just holding on.
Yeah, bailout call for Michigan right there.
And that's the last thing East Shore needs. It is possession arrow to Maryland East Shore, so they'll keep it, but Michigan will start the second half of the ball because of it, barring another jump ball. As Caldwell's going to roll to the right, put up a jumper off the side of the rim. Walton's going to get inside. The backdoor pass to Abdur-Rahman gets tipped out by Andino. It'll stay with Michigan.
Ugly shot for Maryland East Shore, but finally getting back and stopping the transition game, knocking the ball out of bounds. At least a good sign for their defense right there. Good effort.
Next off-ball possession, we've talked about this kid too. That's E.B. Watson, the other freshman. Getting ready to come in is Duncan Robinson going to put up a deep left wing 3. Good!
Unbelievable right now. Just unbelievable how well this team is shooting. It's really unreal to see, and it's really refreshing actually.
This is this is what Michigan fans, this is about all they can hope for. I mean, they can beat almost any team, and I will say almost because I learned my lesson last Saturday, as we've said multiple times. They can beat almost any team. They will beat any team in the Big Ten if they can shoot like this.
Yeah, they played their best game of the season against UCLA.
McIntosh goes inside against Duncan Robinson. It's no good off the backboard. Duncan Robinson's going to have it on the right wing. He'll find Abdur-Rahman on the inside. He'll get it back to the corner. Irvin, he'll drive to the top of the key, backs it out, and it looks like he'll be playing point guard, gets it to Walton, who's very close to stepping behind that half-court line. He'll work against McIntosh. Rolls right now, gets a screen from Wilson on the left. Rolls right. He'll just step back at 5. Yes! 7 on the shot clock, rather. Tarek Walton Jr. just step back, making his own shot.
It just doesn't matter right now. You see the step back from Walton right there. I mean, there's just no way this team can miss it. It looks like they're just going to make every shot.
Evan, we've done it. We have covered the spread in the first half. 27-point lead out of bounds off the leg of Copeland. That's a good call. Out of bounds. Give it to the Wolverines.
I mean, I don't want to compare anything with Maryland East Shore to UCLA, but the first half of the UCLA game and the first half of this game, two best halves Michigan's played all season for sure.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
As Michigan comes out, Abdur Rahman, Walton, Irvin, Wilson, and Edie Watson, freshman. Maryland East Shore has Andino, Rivera, McIntosh, Copeland, and Peck. As Edie pass to Walton, gets hit out of bounds by Andino. It'll stay with Michigan. Irvin will gun it in.
Maryland East Shore on their second 4-minute scoring drought of the half.
You gotta love it. Michigan on a 12-0 run. Edie Watson, corner three. Off the side of the backboard. Rebound goes to Peck, hands it off to Rivera. Rivera works against Walton, hits to Andino. Three on the move. The fadeaway momentum to the right. Deep three is good by Andino. That breaks the scoring drought of Maryland East Shore.
And a really bad shot on the previous possession. Not a bad look, but just a bad result from Watson.
Derek Walton's got it. He's going to go inside of the free throw line, gets it back out to Zach Irvin, gets it to Walton in the corner for three. Good!
Man, again, I mean, it just feels like they're going to start missing at some point. You see Watson with the miss, and then the next possession, Walton comes down and hits it. 8 of 10 from 3.
If I were a betting man, I'd say Michigan doesn't have to score another points. They've probably got this one 43-16. It might be close, but it probably won't be as McIntosh gets it inside, gets it back to McIntosh on the right wing.
Interesting prediction.
And Abdur Rahman just got pushed down. I believe that's by Andino. And there's a timeout on the floor.
Interesting prediction that Maryland East Shore won't get to 43 points.
With 4 minutes to go, first half, they're currently on their way to 32 points if it ended right now. Another 5 points. Double still wouldn't get them there. And if you've noticed, as the play-by-play, I may sound a little quiet when Maryland East Shore has the ball. That's not because I don't know their names. It's because they're not moving. It's because they're not setting picks. They're not running around. They're not running plays. They're standing there watching each other play. And it's been like that all game, and that's the reason they only have 16 points. They're shooting 33%.
Yeah, they haven't gotten anything, and maybe it's in credit to Michigan's defense just stifling everything that they do, but it could also be they just don't have the offensive scheme.
Well, I would say they haven't played a team like Michigan, which is probably right. I mean, they played Virginia Tech, they played Wichita State, so they played teams. But this is it for them. This is, like we mentioned earlier today, this is their Super Bowl. This is their last game that really matters. Then they go to MEAC, and their road to the tournament is through their conference championship. It's like that with most smaller conferences, but you would think they're going to come out with a little more fire, knowing this is a chance to show their MEAC buddies, hey, we just beat the University of Michigan, or at least we got within 15.
Yeah, not a great performance so far from Maryland East Shore. And we've talked a lot about that common opponent for the two teams, Virginia Tech.
Yep.
That was a really, really, really unfortunate loss for this Michigan team when you're talking about getting into the tournament, because those games against unranked but still not too bad major conference opponents, those are the games that you need to win, both in conference and out of conference games. And that loss was just, it could come back to hurt this team.
You know, that's a good point. I'll say that, but there's also 3 wins of the 8 that Michigan has had that are against teams that will be on the bubble. That's Texas. Texas is going to turn it around. That's Marquette and NYU, and that's in NY, and that's SMU as well. And SMU, that's a good team.
Yeah.
So I think Michigan right now is in good enough shape in terms of their resume. Yes, they should have beaten Virginia Tech. They outplayed them in the first half by a ton. I don't remember what the score was, but I believe it was double digits. And then they just completely blew it in the second half. That's a game they'd won back. But the Marquette win, the SMU win, the Texas win, and the Big Ten wins they'll get this season, I think they'll be okay.
And another thing you mentioned there, the second half performance, it's been somewhat of a trend with this team. Weaker second half performance than first half performance, starting out the game strong and then slowing down after halftime.
Well, we saw that against UCLA as one. As they get the ball into Duncan Robinson, he's caught in the corner, gets it to Walton, goes out of bounds off Caldwell near the corner with 3:44 to go, 43-16, home team on top. Robinson gonna get it in over Peck, gets it to Walton. Walton works against Andino, or excuse me, that's Rivera. Walton's got it, not doing much with it. He's trying to reset with 10 on the clock. He's sitting there with Rivera, gets a screen from Wilson to the left, goes to Irvin in the corner for three. Michigan fans gonna cringe at that one, they're used to that. The rebound goes all the way out to midcourt, finally gets it to Caldwell, who's down four on one, gets it to Copeland running up for three, and that's good over Duncan Robinson.
And smart by Caldwell to not try to go 1-on-4 against this Michigan team, instead kick it back for the three-pointer from Aaron Eastshore.
He thought about it. He definitely thought about it.
For sure.
As they're trying to trap Michigan. Duncan Robinson wide open the corner three. You know what's going to happen. No. Well, Wilson's going to get the rebound, put up an easy layup.
And there's that second effort from DJ Wilson that we've seen all season. It's the reason he's starting. It's the reason he's been such a big factor.
Caldwell's got it on the other side. It's going to be a foul, looks like, on Irvin. Nope, they're going to call it on Derek Walton Jr. That's going to be his second. And interesting to see what Beeline's going to do with his little two-foul first half problem, as Caldwell's going to shoot two.
Walton has 14 points, 5-5 from the field, 4 of those three-pointers, also 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He's been phenomenal in this first half.
First free throw is up and out for Caldwell. That's Dante Caldwell. He's 6 of 8 on the season, make it 6 of 9. Takes a dribble, puts it right up, puts it in. It's a 25-point game. Full court press by Maryland East Shore. Gets it into Derek Walton in the corner. Gets it to Zach Irvin. It's 3-on-2 of Michigan. If they want it, Robinson's going to go inside. Little too close under the basket. Walton three. Finally misses a shot. Rebound goes to Rivera. He'll bring it back right to left. Good pass. That's Caldwell, and it's stolen by Duncan Robinson. Irvin up ahead. If they want him, they don't. They're going to get it to Walton. He's going to go inside one-on-one. Foul is going to be on McIntosh. Went right into McIntosh. Missed the shot. Put it up on the high glass. There in the bonus. He'll shoot one. He'll shoot two.
And again, in transition, this Michigan team has looked great. And Walton leading the charge. Simpson led the charge while he was in the game. And another good sign, in addition to the great shooting, if this team can run off of missed shots, off of turnovers, it adds a whole nother dynamic to the offense, getting easy baskets and just making it easier to stay in games against superior teams.
I'm not sure where the foul is. They didn't give Walton Jr. the foul back there. They didn't give anyone the foul. Michigan's still at 6 on the scoreboard and on our computer. As Walton's first free throw is up and good, I'm not sure then how Caldwell got to the free throw line.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me
we'll check that at the half. We'll tell you what happened, but Walton's still at 1, and it's the same 5 guys on, and no one else has a foul. Walton's second free throw up and good.
Walton has just been great today. I mean, making everything, great effort on defense.
We said at the start of the game that he could be in jeopardy with Xavier Simpson coming.
Much higher ceiling for Simpson. I think Walton's probably safe as a senior for the rest of this season, but Simpson's got a much higher ceiling.
Rivera gets it inside to Copeland with 10 on the clock. Over to Peck, back to Rivera. Inside to Copeland goes against DJ Wilson. Over to McIntosh, the three in the right wing, no good. Left wing, over Zach Irvin. Walton the rebound. They'll bring it up with just under 2 minutes to go. Good spin move, goes inside to Zach Irvin. Top of the key, no look pass to Walton. Over to DJ Wilson inside, the hook doesn't go.
Unfortunate miss from DJ Wilson. Great pass by Walton.
This is Rivera. He works against Irvin. Going to get a screen from Copeland. He's got DJ Wilson on him now. He's going to go all the way, and it gets under the backboard. Wilson was on top of him anyway. Irvin gets it to Robinson. Wing three. The bench was ready to explode. It was short, and East Shore is going to slow it down. Rivera will bring it up.
As good of a look as you're going to get if you're Duncan Robinson. Got to hit those.
Michigan, 1 of their last 6. East Shore, 2 of their last 9. Rivera's got it with about a minute. Looks back. Looks like they're going to call a timeout before the half ends to get a substitution in. This is a Copeland 3, and the wing is no good. Walton's got it. He puts it all the way up to Abdur Rahman. Stops, put up the layup, and good.
Great transition passes from Walton and from Simpson, just leading guys right to the basket all game, and it's been very pretty to watch.
I didn't think he had enough separation to get that pass in. They did. East Shore can get the 2-on-1 by scoring in the next 13 seconds and getting another possession after that with 40 on the clock. This is Rivera with the long 2 in and out. Irvin's got it. There's a 5-second differential between the play and shot clock.
This will be the last possession of the half for the Michigan offense. 65% from the field, 57% from 3. Going to halftime, great performance so far.
Devin Dorsett wants to check in for East Shore. He might not be able to with 20 on the clock. Irvin's got it at the top to Abdur Rahman. Wide open 3 is an air ball short. And with 10 seconds, McIntosh going to go inside. That's right to Peck, who slams it home with 2 seconds. 1 second. Walton 3 at the buzzer is short on air ball. There are screens in Chrysler Center. I don't know why, because the University of Michigan completely dominating Maryland East Shore 49-22. I need to go to my betting website and see if I can still get Maryland East Shore plus 26. Evan, what do you think as we close out the first half?
Just a great all-around performance. Great on defense. I mean, that's really stood out to me is how great this Michigan defense has been against a subpar opponent for sure. But still, I mean, just the effort and the man-to-man defense, just not letting anybody get by. And then on the other end, just aside from those last 2 air balls, just a great shooting performance all around offensively for this team.
Guys, it's 49-22 Michigan at the half. Derek Walton, 16 points, 5-6 shooting, 4 of 5 from 3, 2 for 2, 3 free throws, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, triple-double is just impossible. They're not going to leave him in the second half. We'll be back for the second half, everybody, in about 14 minutes, 30 seconds. We'll see you guys on the other side. 49-22 Michigan at the half. Here at Chrysler Center, we'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back live at Chrysler Arena, Michigan 49, Maryland East Shore 22. Evan, what did you learn in that first half?
Well, this Michigan team looked great, as good of a first half as we've seen all season, save for the UCLA game. But great performance on the defensive end, forcing turnovers, getting in transition. And Michigan finished shooting kind of poorly compared to the rest of the half, missing 6 of their last 8 shots. But overall, really good shooting performance, 8 of 15 from behind the arc. And we'll see if that kind of shooting can continue into this half.
As we get close to ready, the teams are huddled together. What are you saying in that Eastern Shore locker room? What are you saying if you're their coach, honestly?
I would say just play hard, just keep shooting the ball, move on offense. That was a problem for them. They just weren't able to get any kind of flow. And box out, get rebounds. Don't give second chances to a guy like DJ Wilson, because this score will grow exponentially.
I'm saying the East Shore coach. You're in the losing locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just keep the effort up.
Okay. As Michigan comes out with their starters, well, almost. It's Wagner, Wilson, Irvin, Walton. Abdur-Rahman is in for Robinson, who did start for a hot sec. Since then, he has played 14 minutes. Abdur-Rahman's 18. Walton's got it. We're underway. Gets it to Wagner into the left corner to Irvin. Tried to get it in. Wilson couldn't. Abdur-Rahman to the other corner. Walton Jr. 3. He's the hot guy. Everything's been short so far in the last 5 minutes. And Dino puts up a deep 3. He's made 1 today. That was no good. DJ Wilson gets the rebound as he almost tackles Abdur-Rahman. Rahman's going to bring it forward right to left. On your radio dial as Wagner wanted the left wing 3, couldn't get it. Instead, he's fouled by Taylor.
Not a great start for either team. Settling for some 3-pointers. Walton had a good look, but just short on both ends, those 3-point attempts.
Walton Jr., we said it earlier, 5 rebounds and 6 assists away from a triple-double. A rare college basketball triple-double in Ann Arbor, as Wagner's got the top of the key 3, decided not to take it, gets to Irvin. Now Walton had the corner 3 instead, drives through the basket, gets it to Abdur-Rahman, who finds DJ Wilson cutting in, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Wilson. That was Isaac Taylor drawing the charge.
Just unable to finish at the rim, DJ Wilson. I mean, he had the jam early, a couple and ones, but since then, just struggling to make those little easy layups and finish.
McIntosh is going to bring it forward left to right. He works against Walton, gets it to Copeland on the left wing against DJ Wilson. Not much movement on this East Shore offense. He picks up his dribble, has to find somebody, gets it out to Caldwell. Wilson switches on him. Had the screen from Taylor, didn't take it. Now wants the screen to the left. He'll get it to the corner. Corner inside all the way to Copeland, who falls down, throws it up on his way down, can't get it. Rebound goes to McIntosh, he can't get it. Abdur-Rahman, left wing, gets it to Mo Wagner for 2.
Great defense by Irvin, and then a great quick offensive possession for Michigan right there.
What you want to see if you're a Michigan fan. And Dino brings it forward all the way around to Caldwell to Taylor. Taylor works against Wagner. Now to McIntosh. He's going to reset against Walton. 15 on the clock. Over to Andino on the right wing. Gets it up to Copeland. Copeland works against DJ Wilson. He'll put it up from there, and it's good. It's a long mid-range jumper from 2 in the corner.
Just a good contested shot right there over DJ Wilson. Not much you can do about that for Michigan.
Abdur-Rahman and Walton both bring it up. He's got Wagner's got it on the top of the wing here. Gets it to Irvin. Rolls to the right in the corner to Abdur-Rahman. He was going to go inside. Caldwell, great job of playing defense. Loses his footing, finds it, gets it to TJ Wilson, and the foul! And there's another one, Evan! Was that better than the first?
I don't think it was better than the first one, just because the first one was in transition and the one-handed jam, but DJ Wilson is not going to miss those. Just talking about him missing layups. Not going to miss those slams right in the defender's face.
Isaac Taylor just got put on a poster. He can't take it as he's going off. Peck comes on for him. Coach is going to talk to him and say, hey, don't get embarrassed like that. No need to make the foul. He's going to make the dunk either way. DJ Wilson, 2 amazing dunks. 1 in the first half, 1 in the second. 2 posters. Wilson, couple dribbles up and good. And it's a 30-point Michigan lead.
He's certainly got the athleticism to be a star for this team. can elevate with the best of them.
You're seeing it right here. Caldwell's got it, hands it off to McIntosh, works against Walton in the left wing. Gets it to the cutting Andino. Back to McIntosh. Andino head in the corner. He's going to put up a shot just inside the corner three. That's good.
Good possession right there from Maryland East Shore. They're starting to see some flow on offense, so hopefully Michigan's defense can shut this down.
Wagner was open for a hot sec. Not sure if Walton could get in there. Either way, he didn't do it. Walton's got it on the top of the key. Backdoor to DJ Wilson. One-handed bada-boom jam.
He moves without the ball so well. It's so tough to guard a guy like that when he's just moving without the ball constantly and getting himself open.
Great backdoor find from Derek Walton Jr. So he went right past Caldwell. McIntosh has got it. He works against Derek Walton Jr. Goes left, right. Nothing's doing with 13 on the clock. There's very little movement. This is Caldwell works against DJ Wilson. He's going to go inside to the right. Take about 20 steps without a dribble. Didn't go in. DJ Wilson gets the rebound. Up ahead to Abdur Rahman. Gets nice find to Irvin for two. Was able to avoid McIntosh. Irvin with the easy deuce.
And the rhythm in transition continues for this Michigan Wolverines offense.
You gotta wonder if you're a Michigan fan, is this what we can expect? Or is this Maryland East Shore being terrible? As McIntosh gets it to Peck, who just came in for Taylor. To Andino, corner three. He's been there, only kind of hot guy. It's no good. Wilson, the rebound, all the way up to Walton. Puts it up for two. Could have gotten pushed. Didn't call it. 60-26.
Yeah, great pass from DJ Wilson. Looks like Kevin Love right there, finding Kyrie Irving in transition.
It goes inside McIntosh over Wagner off the backboard is good. The full court press. Nope, they're going to back off of it. McIntosh looked like he wanted to. And after that basket, they're coming back. It's a 32-point game.
Yeah, and they back off the full court press. Probably want to slow down and not let this Michigan team get any more easy baskets in transition right now.
They've learned the hard way with Abdur Rahman going. Gets it to DJ Wilson on the right wing. Had the three, didn't take it. Michigan fans might like that. Not a great three-point shooter. 5 on the clock. Walton gets it inside to DJ Wilson, who just got slammed. That's Peck. Didn't want him to see the easy dunk. Instead, DJ Wilson's going to go to the line and shoot two. But first, we've got a timeout on the floor. 15:22 to play. Second half, 60-28. Michigan over Maryland East Shore. Each team 3 timeouts left. Fouls 3-1 in Michigan's favor.
And Michigan on the offensive end, they're playing a weaker opponent, Maryland East Shore, but the cross-court passing seems a little bit too casual to me. I mean, a Big Ten team is not going to let you pass the ball from the top of the arc to the corner in the air consistently. So the passing's been great, but it's against a bad team, and I'd like to see them tighten that up a little bit more moving forward. A Big Ten opponent is not going to let you pass the ball high, lob across the court in half-court offense.
Folks, I did say after Furman, Rutgers was going to be the first team. Guys, that's women's. That's my fault. First men's game after Furman, their first conference game at Iowa on New Year's Day. Evan, where do you see this team matching up against other Big Ten foes?
Well, I think it really is going to come down to how they shoot the ball every single night. And if they shoot the ball at a 50% clip, 40, 45% from behind the arc, they'll be competitive on most nights. I mean, the Big Ten's a good conference, don't get me wrong, but there's no Kentucky, there's no North Carolina that, I mean, Indiana's been a great team, but I think Michigan, if they're shooting the ball 40, 50% from behind the arc, can keep up with even Indiana.
Well, we've seen Michigan State do nothing but lose games to start the season. They're completely out of the rankings. They're not even close to being ranked. They're about with Michigan. I mean, what do you think about Michigan State with their Miles Bridges and they've got some returners as well? What do you think about Michigan State matching up with Michigan, knowing that Michigan doesn't play them on the road, that they only play them in Ann Arbor this year?
Well, I've come to the point where I trust Tom Izzo to develop his team, and I think that they are going to improve. They're going to be a different team come February, come March than they are right now for sure. And so, I mean, it'll be tough. It's always tough. Michigan State can be great, Michigan can be poor, and it'll be a great game. It's a rivalry game. And so, I mean, Miles Bridges is a great player. He's going to be the best player on the court come that game. So it won't be easy. I don't think Michigan State's the best team in the Big Ten. I don't think they're one of the top 3 teams in the Big Ten, actually. I think you have to look at the Indiana, the Purdue, Wisconsin before you look at Michigan State this year.
You know, I told a lie again, Evan. They are playing Michigan State January 29th on the road, February 7th at home. So those games are within a week of each other.
Yeah, that's interesting.
DJ Wilson going to put up those 2. He had the easy dunk. Peck decided to foul him. First one's up and good.
DJ Wilson is just such a fun player to watch. Just brings that explosion factor that hasn't really been present since Glenn Robinson, I want to say, for this Michigan basketball team.
You know, I can remember as a student last year, every time DJ Wilson's touched the ball, I cringed as the second free throw was up and good. I hated watching him. When he came off the bench, he was just terrible. He couldn't make a layup. It's just so shocking that this year he's one of the stars. Xavier Simpson off the bench. He's going to work against Rivera, the point guard. Right wing gets to Andino, over to Salen. Salen just played 1 minute in the first half. He's a guard for Maryland East Shore. He works against Zach Irvin. Rivera gets it inside to the corner. That's Salen. Air ball to Zach Irvin. Student section will remind him of that one. Irvin brings it up. There's that mid-range jumper he loves to take. It goes in right on the right side of the free throw line.
Wide open right there, and I don't hate that as much as a contested one with 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Copeland put up a shot over Wagner. It didn't fall. Doesn't matter. Foul's going to be called on East Shore. On Salen, who's shooting 0 of 2 early on. Just 2 minutes in this one so far.
Last 6 shots have gone down for Michigan.
Abdul Rahman brings it up. He's got Simpson to his right. Passes it to Simpson to his right. He loses it. It looked like Rivera tipped it away. It did, but it's going to go off Xavier Simpson. Not great early. Out of bounds. They'll get it. East Shore will get it midcourt.
And Simpson can play some big minutes the rest of this half, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares against a weaker opponent and see if he can get some shots to go down and build his confidence.
They're going to call that a turnover from Simpson as Andino puts up a fadeaway 3. Top of the key is good. It's a 33-point game. Simpson going to bring it up. Like he said, probably the point guard for the rest of this game, or most of it at least. Wagner's looking for someone, gets it to the left wing to Zach Irvin, who's going to go inside. Tries to find Wagner, passes defender, can't. It's stolen by Andino. Andino's going to bring it, or excuse me, that was Rivera. Andino's got it now, tipped away by Irvin. He's tried to drive it, gets it to the corner. Copeland, who's got Xavier Simpson on him. It's a pass over to Rivera, tipped by Zach Irvin. Salen grabs it back over to Rivera, 10 on the clock. Rivera loses it. Salen's right there. Andino from the moon. Wow! Didn't fall. It goes right in the hands of Rivera. Salen, that was from the block M in the middle.
Yeah, we saw Lonzo Ball make that last week.
You're not Lonzo Ball, sir. As Wagner gets the steal off Rivera, the one-handed slam. Why not? 66-31, and the fans are really feeling it at Chrysler right now.
Wagner pulling out the tomahawk right there. That was quite a slam.
Angry. Copeland's got it on the right wing. He's just going to drive it on DJ Wilson. Looked like 3 steps, but Xavier Simpson's going to foul him before he can put it up. That's Simpson's second.
Couple ugly turnovers on the offensive end for Michigan. The couple possessions before that steal and slam. Hopefully they can pick it up and not look so casual despite having a 35-point lead.
Michigan has made their last 7 shots. Pretty impressive. It was a shooting foul. So Copeland's going to shoot too. First one up, and just off. It was short, but looked like it may have bounced in. It didn't. He's a 72% free throw shooter on the season. Simpson's out. Walton's in.
Didn't take long. Couple turnovers. Walton came right back in.
3 dribbles, up and good. 66-32. Irvin brings it into Walton. 4 rebounds and 5 assists, folks. That's all we need for a triple-double. I will be rooting for it and keep you updated the whole time. Walton works against Rivera to the right. Now gets it to Wagner on the top. Irvin streaking right. He's going to now drive it inside, up, and it's going to get blocked by Peck. Good block by Peck there, and Rivera's going to bring it up. He's trying to hurry it. It's not really going to happen. Had Andino cutting. Looked like he may have traveled there. I guess they're going to say the ball was bobbled, got it inside to Peck, who slammed it home.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that wasn't a travel. It looked like one to me at least.
And the student section as well. Granted, everyone in that sentence is biased, as DJ Wilson gets it inside to Abdur Rahman on the cut. Layup's not good, but the big hit from Peck is, and that'll make him shoot 2.
Great pass there. Good little short pass from Wilson into Abdur Rahman. Couldn't finish, but go to the line, and love to see players going for contact down low instead of settling for outside shots.
That's East Shore's 5th foul. Michigan only has 2 as Tyler Jones ready to come back in. Abdur Rahman, 4 dribbles with the right hand, takes a deep breath, puts it up, puts it in.
This Michigan team shot well from the free throw line today, 11 of 14, 79%. So good sign for a Michigan team that needs to capitalize on every opportunity to score points.
And the missed shot earlier will cause the 7 field goal streak to get broken. Martinel's going to come in for Mo Wagner. You think maybe with 12 minutes, that might be the last we see of Mo Wagner all day.
Great performance by him at both ends. Once again, looking like a star for this team.
4 dribbles, takes a breath, puts it up, puts it in. Wagner's current numbers, we won't say final, are 9 points in 13 minutes, 4 of 4 shooting, 1 3, a rebound, an assist, 2 fouls, and a turnover. Under 12 to go. Next stoppage will be a TV timeout. Rivera's got it, works against Duncan Robinson, had him on his toes, let him get back, gets it inside to Tyler Jones, puts it up, puts it in on Zach Irvin down low.
The defense hasn't been quite as stifling in this half, but still good man-to-man defense, just not the same level of intensity that we saw Michigan come out with in the first half.
Walton goes deep inside to Abdur Rahman, almost lost it, got it back. He's going to drive. Before he can get to the basket, he'll be fouled by Tyler Jones, who just made the basket on the other side. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 11:33 to go, second half. Michigan 68, Maryland East Shore 36, as Tyler Jones' 4th foul in 3 minutes. Might be a world record, I'm not sure. Let's get you some statistics, folks. Michigan 24 of 36, shooting 2/3 from the field, 3.8 of 16. You're going to win if you're going to shoot 50% of the Big Ten, so why not do it now? That's 50%. 0 of 1 this half, 12 of 15 from the free throw line, 5-5 this half. They're shooting 7-9 from the field in the second half. Over to East Shore, they're shooting 37%, 43 this half, 36% 5 of 14 from 3. They're 1 of 4 this half from 3, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 this half from the line. Michigan out-rebounding Maryland East Shore 21-16, out-assisting. Well, this is the big number, 19-8. Turnovers are 10-6 in favor of Michigan. So about a 3 assist-to-turnover ratio for Michigan and 0.8 for Maryland East Shore. What stats, of all the stats we're looking at right now, sticks out to you the most that might explain 68-36, other than obviously shooting?
I think the assists are a really big factor, and I've been somewhat critical of the lob passes. We almost saw Walton turn the ball over with a high pass to Abdur Rahman, but a lot of times they've been great looks, and that 19 assists also doesn't cover a number of plays where a Michigan player set up one of their teammates for a foul. So the passing has been phenomenal, and the points in the paint, 28 points in the paint for Michigan to just 14 for Maryland East Shore. If Michigan can score points in the paint going forward and dominate that statistic in Big Ten play, they'll certainly be a force to be reckoned with.
As we are on a break here at Chrysler Arena, you said 19 assists total. Abdur Rahman with 7 of them, Walton with 5, so that's 2 players with 12 right there.
Yeah, Abdur Rahman just 4 points, but 7 assists. So great passing display, and he came off the bench to start the game.
He did come off the bench, whatever that means. He's got 26 minutes. Duncan Robinson, the technical starter, with 14, so half almost of what Abdur Rahman's put up. Not surprising, not sure why they put Duncan Robinson out there. It doesn't matter. 1 of 3 for Abdur Rahman, but the 7 assists. He was pretty hot last game against Central Arkansas. This one, not shooting the ball too much. And he's got it now. We're underway. 11:30 to go, second half, 68-36, Michigan on top. Abdur Rahman gets double, gets it to Derek Walton Jr. for a 3. Good! Top of the key for 3.
And Derek Walton continues his hot day, and another assist setting up that 3-pointer.
Rivera's the point guard. Gets it over to, I believe that is Peck, as he turns it over to Robinson. Full court pass to Irvin, tried to make it sexy, missed the dunk. He wants a foul, he's trying to save face. Rivera brings up against Andino, the deep three. That's no good to Abdur Rahman. They're gonna go fast again, gets it to Duncan Robinson up ahead. Layup is up, that's gonna fall.
And you see Robinson settling for that layup after Irvin slam went awry, to say the least.
Not sure if he was fouled, but you gotta save face, gotta pretend like you were.
Exactly.
Rivera's got it against Walton. Taking his time, he's got Andino to his right, telling him it'll go away. He's going to take Walton by himself on the right wing. Still really no movement. Now gets a pick by Tyler Jones. Duncan Robinson's on him. Gets it on the top of the key for three is long. Well guarded by Robinson. Abdur Rahman gets it up to Duncan Robinson, who gets slammed. Wasn't able to get up a shot, but they're going to call it a shooting foul. Duncan Robinson will shoot two.
Great rebound by Donald on the defensive side to box out two guys basically by himself and grab that ball.
Snell's been in for 4 minutes, hasn't taken a shot. 0 points. He's got a rebound, 2 assists, 2 fouls and a turnover.
How about Abdur Rahman with 9 assists?
Well, I'd say he's close to a double-double, but 4 points doesn't get you that, as Robinson's first free throw is up and good.
See if we see the freshman E.B. Watson coming in right now for Irvin. We'll see if we see Simpson and Tesk in this game as the Michigan lead is pretty safe going down the stretch.
Walton, Abdur Rahman, Irvin, Robinson, or excuse me, Walton, Abdur Rahman, Robinson, Watson, Donnell for Michigan, Rivera, McIntosh, Jones, Caldwell, Copeland first. East Shore, second free throw up and good for Duncan, and it's 75-36. Rivera's going to bring it up. Gets it over to Copeland, to Caldwell, back to Rivera at the half-court M. He's going to reset, call out some sort of play. Now he's just going to roll to the left, gets it stripped by Watson, but first a foul is called. It's not going to be a shooting foul. I believe that is going to be against E.B. Watson, and it is. That is his first for the freshman. Michigan's third. Michigan already in the bonus with 7, and that was Tyler Jones, who couldn't handle the inbounds pass. All the way other way, it's E.B. Watson in the corner. If he wants the three, he can have it. He doesn't. Gets Abdur Rahman. He's going to reset against McIntosh. Now to Duncan Robinson down low. He's below the basket. Can't get it up, but he's going to get bailed out under the basket. Shot's no good. Caldwell foul is.
Not the best decision by Duncan Robinson there. I thought he should have kicked that ball out instead of going up against two guys, but does draw the foul.
Did get stuck under the basket. Couldn't really find the basket, but like we said, Caldwell got him out of it, and Duncan Robinson will shoot two. First one up, first one good. It's a 40-point game in Ann Arbor.
It'll be interesting to see, again, going down the stretch, if this lead holds steady and Beeline leaves out the starters, or if we see the freshmen come in and what happens to the score at that point.
Second free throw up and good. I said they're not going to get to 44 with 9 minutes to go in the second half. They're 8 away. I don't think they're going to now. They haven't scored in 2 minutes, so that'll help. Copeland inside, hands off to Caldwell right at the free throw line, puts it up, in and out. Somehow Abdur Rahman comes down with that rebound over the much taller Tyler Jones. He's going to roll to the left, had Watson on the back door, didn't pass it to him. Would have gotten turned over anyway, gets inside to Donnell from Robinson. Mohamed Abdur Rahman back to Duncan Robinson, deep three, good! Duncan Robinson from the right of top of the key, and it's 80-36.
The bench going crazy, they're fired up. I would say a good way to win a basketball game is to double your opponent's field goal percentage.
Yeah, no, that's about what you want to do, as this is Copeland up no good. Tyler Jones the rebound against Duncan Robinson, puts it up, puts it in.
Robinson just doesn't have that post defense ability. Despite being 6'7", he just cannot, he doesn't have the strength to stop bigger guys down low.
We talked about it at the start, that's why he's not in. That's why he's not in the starting lineup. As Mohamed Ali Abdur Rahman gets an open three on the top of the key, puts it up, puts it in, and we've got a timeout. Zach Irvin's going to come in. East Shore's coaching staff is trying to clap, trying to cheer him on, but they are feeling very deflated right now. As it was a Michigan timeout to get in Zach Irvin. Interesting to see if we might see substitutions.
15-2 run right now for Michigan, and the three's just going down. And for Abdur Rahman, 7 points, 10 assists. He has a chance at that double-double if he can hit another three.
Yeah, you said it. 7 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds. Walton's still at 21, 6, and 5, so that's not, my dream was not going to happen. Foul trouble for East Shore. It's Tyler Jones with 4. Caldwell has 3. Taylor has 3. We haven't seen Taylor in a hot while. And for Michigan, no one's got more than 2, so that's not even a problem. We saw Wagner and Donnell come out in the first half early. That didn't do anything. As Zach Irvin 4 rebounds away from a double-double, as is DJ Wilson, as is Derek Walton Jr. So as long as we can get a double-double, we had one in the women's game. I was telling Morris earlier we should have some sort of sound effects for a double-double, especially in college.
Yeah.
That's not a thing that exists. But what does exist is the Michigan 5-2 run, 83-38. Michigan on top, 8:33 to go. We're in the second half. Fouls are 8-3 in favor of Michigan. They're in the bonus. East Shore not even close. And the fans right now breathing pretty easily, as Michigan will walk out of this thing with a win and a 9-3 record. One more game, I'll be there, folks, Tuesday against Furman. And then it's on the road New Year's Day against Iowa in the Big Ten schedule. So Michigan should take advantage of these opportunities. We said it earlier, let's see the freshmen. Let's see Teskey. Let's see Simpson. Let's see Watson. Hell, let's see Hibbets for all I care. I want to see all the guys I never see. Let's see Dockich put out the guys that you might need due to injury. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. And it's just a good time to get them some experience. Hopefully, Beeline does decide to do that. And you were talking about the run. 15 points scored by this Wolverines team in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. That is just an incredible amount of points for that short of a time.
So there I was a few hours ago with $0 in my bank account, and I went online to check the spread of this game. Michigan minus 26. That means if Michigan wins by at least 27, you win. I got nervous, decided not to do it. They're up by 45 right now, folks. They're going to double the point spread, which I don't think I've ever seen in basketball before when it's a 26-point spread. We're out of the timeout. East Shore is ready to go, so are we. For Michigan, it's Simpson, Irvin, Robinson, Watson, Donnell. So the double freshman there. East Shore's got Rivera, McIntosh, Dorsett, Jones, and Copeland. This is Rivera on the left wing working against Xavier Simpson. He'll go inside to Jones. Gets tipped away off Duncan Robinson, out of bounds near the corner. East Shore keeps it. McIntosh will bring it in. Tyler Jones with 4 fouls in 6 minutes. He's out there right now. This is Rivera, works against Simpson, still on that left wing, gonna work to the right, gets a screen from Copeland behind the pack. Pass to Copeland, looks really stupid. It was almost a turnover. Copeland brings it against Robinson, it's no good. It was a short layup, didn't get it. Donnell had the rebound, he's gonna be fouled. That's Copeland, and that's gonna be Copeland's second.
Just good effort from Michigan. I mean, you see the new guys coming into the game and continuing the strong defensive effort. And it's been great to see, not just tonight, but all season, a really good defensive team, which is new for Michigan. And I would call the UCLA game an outlier. I mean, it's an outlier in almost every way that Michigan was playing maybe the best team in the country. But aside from that game, the defense has been phenomenal.
Donnell's front end of the 1-1 is no good. They're in the double bonus now. 2 free throws the rest of the way out. It's a 15-2 run for the home team, 83-38, a 45-point game. Rivera's got it. Bringing it up. Gets a screen from Tyler Jones. Back to Jones. To the left wing, trying to get it to Dorsett. Gets it to Rivera, 10 on the clock. He's going to bring it in on Duncan Robinson. Loses the ball. Xavier Simpson, the freshman's got it. Gets it up to E.B. Watson. E.B. Watson with the dunk. Freshman to freshman connection. On the other side, Tyler Jones got it. Can't score against Xavier Simpson. Rebound goes to Dorsett. He can't get it. Back to Jones. That falls.
Michigan kind of fell asleep after the big jam by E.B. Watson, but it took Maryland East Shore 3 attempts at an easy layup just to get 2 points on the board in transition.
Evan, I don't know about you, but I feel like I can make this Maryland East Shore team. I'll be honest with you. As Zach Irvin brings it in, as Tyler Jones and McIntosh both kind of grabbed him.
Yeah, I mean, talking about making the Maryland East Shore team, I can miss layups.
I can miss layups with the best of them, man.
Yeah, not hard to do that.
The foul was on Rivera, his second. And it will be 2 free throws coming for Mark Donnell. When we come back, well, we'll be right here. Here's a timeout on the floor. Feels like we just had one, because we did. 7:03 to go, second half, 85-40. Michigan in the double bonus and on top in this one easily.
Yeah, great performance, and the assist numbers have increased. 24-8 Michigan, and the points in the paint has increased. 32-16 Michigan.
As the student section still here, we've got the alumni band. That's pretty special. Playing for us today. They played the women's, also playing the men's. And it's a somewhat full stadium still. 7 minutes to go. I don't think anyone wants to go outside. I haven't been outside since 5.5 hours ago, so I don't know how bad the snow is. I can imagine I have to drive in it. I'm not a fan of that. But anyway.
Warmed up a little bit today.
Did it warm up a little bit?
Compared to, yeah. It's in the 20s at least, not single digits.
I'll be headed home. 45-minute drive. That'll be exciting. They're throwing T-shirts or little foam balls near us, and I'm really excited. But they're not going to throw it to us. So right now, Irvin 4 rebounds away from a double-double. So is Wilson, so is Walton. We said that earlier. Drew Ruckman 3 points away from a double-double. Michigan's made their last 4 shots. East Shore has missed 7 of their last 9. Michigan in the double bonus. We've got 2 timeouts left to East Shore's 3. As we come out of the timeout, it's going to be Copeland, Pickett, Dorsett, McIntosh, and Tyler Jones with 4 fouls for the Maryland East Shore Hawks. And for the Michigan Wolverines, it'll be Zach Irvin who will be shooting 2 free throws. Duncan Robinson, Mark Donnell, and the freshman backcourt of Edie Watson and Xavier Simpson.
And Sean Lonergan going to check in.
What? Sean Lonergan getting ready to take over for Irvin if this goes in. If I know Zach Irvin, or it's the second. It was a miss. It was my guess. First free throw up and no good. Takes 2 dribbles, takes a third, takes a breath, puts it up, not even close. But Duncan Robinson, the ball falls in his lap. EB3 barely hit iron. And Sean Lonergan's going to come in for Zach Irvin. Michigan has officially given up with 6:58 to go in the second half. This is McIntosh bringing it up for East Shore. Gets it to Copeland inside against Donnell. Just throws one up off the glass and in. They're within 43.
Some full court pressure here against Xavier Simpson. Maryland East Shore going to see if they can rattle the freshman point guard.
Simpson with 2 fouls and a turnover today. Mark Donnell, Duncan Robinson, the only starters left. Well, Donnell's not a starter, is he? Duncan Robinson, the only starter left. He's going to put up a shot from the free throw line. It's no good. Tipped in by Donnell. That's good. 87-42. McIntosh the other way. Both teams looking to make subs. That's Fred Wright Jones getting ready to come in for Michigan. Lonergan works against Dorsett. Rolls to his left. Gets it to Copeland. Deep 3 is good over Mark Donnell.
Michigan's second unit not looking as sound as the starters were.
I think that is pretty expected as Duncan Robinson swings it to Donnell over to Edie Watson. Back to Duncan Robinson, top of the key. Didn't take the shot he had. Simpson back to Robinson, inside to Donnell, up and in. That's good. It's 89-45.
Another assist and a great pass from Robinson. Great move from Donnell. We saw Wilson move well off the ball, and now we're seeing Donnell do it.
McIntosh has it in the right wing. He's kind of stuck, gets out of it. Finds Tyler Jones, works against Duncan Robinson. Throws up the righty hook, not even close. Rebound goes out to Simpson, who's going to bring it all the way in. Goes against Donnell, who gets hit. They're going to say no shot. That doesn't make a difference because the shot didn't go in. He'll get 2 free throws either way.
And Fred Wright Jones went back to sit down. Might be waiting for the under 4-minute timeout for him to get him in the game.
Mark Donnell going to shoot 2. First one up, first one short, rattles around and out. Isaac Taylor finally going to come in. This is for Copeland. Also, Salen is going to come in for Tyler Jones. Jones with those 4 fouls.
E.B. Watson looks very athletic, but does not look like a great shooter to me.
1 of 3 today, 0 of 2 from 3. And, wow, we have Brent Hibbets, the top field goal percentage of 100% on this team. He comes in for Duncan Robinson. Donnell's second free throw up and good, and here comes Teskey. So let's make this clear. We've got all the freshmen and Sean Lonergan. Sean Lonergan, Xavier Simpson, E.B. Watson, John Teskey, and Brent Hibbets. Hibbets, 1 of 1 in his career here at Michigan. That was a 3. That was against Central Arkansas.
And Maryland East Shore did get to 44 points. They have 45 right now, so.
Well, glad I didn't bet on it. E.B. Watson strips Taylor. He gets it back, though. Salen's got it with 8 on the clock. He works against E.B. Watson. Now he brings it back out. He's got 4 on the clock. He's got 3. He needs to put up a shot. Puts it to McIntosh from the moon. It's short. Isaac Taylor, the rebound. They're going to call a foul on John Teskey.
Xavier Simpson had the rebound in his hands, and it just got taken away from him. That's not something that happens to Derek Walton, and that just shows he's a freshman. He's learning. He'll get stronger, and he'll get better, but he definitely needs time.
This is Tyler Jones at the line. Checked right back in after going out. Free throw up, free throw no good. That's his first free throw of the night. Tyler Jones, season 4 of 6 to make it 4 of 7. Second free throw's up and good. It's 90-46. Lonergan gets it into Watson, back to Lonergan, who will awkwardly bring it up for Michigan. It's weird to see number 20. He's had it for 4 years, and for 4 years he sat on the bench. E.B. Watson works since Isaac Taylor makes a nice move, tries to get it into Teskey, and gets stolen and goes out of bounds off of Teskey. Tyler Johnson may have touched it. Ref says he didn't. This is McIntosh bringing it left to right. 4.5 to go, 90-46. Michigan trying to coast to this win. McIntyre inside to Tyler Johnson. They're going to call it travel on McIntosh before he passed that ball. Lonergan gets it in to E.B. Watson. Back to Lonergan. They're going to try a full court press here with 4 minutes to go. Not sure how successful that'll be, as Lonergan's going to get it up with ease against Dorsett. Nice backdoor pass to E.B. Watson. That's a good pass from Sean Lonergan to E.B. Watson. A basket for the freshman.
Great backdoor cut from Watson. And again, another jam at the rim for him. I mean, he looks very athletic.
Brett Hibbets is on Tyler Jones. Now to Dorsett. Over Lonergan is up and good. The bench, few of the guys stand up and cheer. That's all they've got. Sean Lonergan's got it. Now he's going to get up to Xavier Simpson to break the press. He's just going to bring it all the way in. No-look pass to Teskey is up and no good. No foul is called. Hibbets comes down with the rebound, gets it inside to Xavier Simpson, who gets slapped. No call. Basket is good.
Good finish by Simpson and a good second effort there by Brent Hibbets to get that ball back.
McIntosh, 1 of 5, 0 and 2 from 3 today, brings it up. Gets it to Dorsett, who works against Lonergan, puts it up over Lonergan again. That's no good. Rebound goes to Hibbets. Hands it to Lonergan, who brings it up right to left. He's going to bring it in all the way. He's going to draw the foul. Shot didn't fall. He'll shoot 2 after this timeout. 2:59 to go. Second half, 94-48. Michigan coasting to victory.
The passing has just been beautiful the entire game. It's continued, and 27 assists now for this Michigan team.
Assists are 27-9 in favor of the team that is winning. I will tell you that Isaac Taylor now has 4 fouls. He will be sitting out, but he has 4 fouls nonetheless. They've got 21 fouls to Michigan's 10. No one even close to fouling out for the home team. They're in the bonus. They've got 3 team fouls altogether. Some final stats for you for the starters. DJ Wilson, 26 minutes, 16 points, 60% shooting, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, and 6 rebounds. Derek Walton Jr., 26 minutes, 21 points, 7 of 9 shooting, 5 of 7 from 3, made his first and only 2 free throws, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Mo Wagner, in 13 minutes, scored 9 points and 4 of 4 shooting. He made his only 3. He got a rebound and assist. Irvin, 29 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 7 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 4 from the line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Duncan Robinson, 21 minutes, 17 points, 5 of 9 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 assists. And Mahalal didn't start, I'll say it anyway, 29 points. It's a nice stat line, 7 points, 2 of 4 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 4 from the line, 3 rebounds, and 10 assists for Abdur Rahman off the bench. And it's 94-48. This will be the last timeout. And we would like to invite you to the next broadcast. I've said it a couple times, I'll say it again. University of Michigan back here at Chrysler taking on Furman Tuesday, December 22nd at 7 p.m. live here on WCBN Sports. I will be there along with others as well.
That's Thursday, December 22nd.
That's Thursday. Guys, that's Thursday, not Tuesday. I've made a number of errors when reading out the schedule. That's one of them. Evan, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep.
A little update in college football as the bowl season has begun. Earlier today, Grambling defeated... Oh, I screwed it up. Grambling defeated their opponents. They defeated North Carolina Central University 10-9. They were 15-point favorites. New Mexico on top of Texas San Antonio 16-13. Houston on top of San Diego State 10-3. I think I just talked too quick, don't I?
Purdue with a big win over Notre Dame
Yes.
in basketball, 86-81. That's a huge win for Purdue.
And that could help if Michigan can knock them off. Lonigan's first free throw is no good. The second is. He'll leave. And Fred Wright Jones is going to come in. Michigan has now emptied the bench for players not named Dukic with 2:59 to go. Can they reach 100? They're 5 away. Dorsett drives against Watson, throws it up, no good. Xavier Simpson the rebounds. Brings it up right to left, they're going quick. Gets it to Fred Wright Jones inside. Threw up a layup, no good, under the basket, no foul called, out of bounds, off of East Shore. Michigan's going to keep it. And at this point, this might be Michigan's last chance to get 100 points.
Yeah, they definitely need to score here.
With 2:44 to go, this might be it for the Wolverines. Wright Jones for 3. The bench is going to explode if that goes in, and it does. 98-48.
The bench is loving it over there.
Wow.
Fred Wright Jones getting the three-pointer.
Dorsett's got it against Watson, hands it to McIntyre to the right wing against Hibbets. Over top of the key to pick it up top. Inside to Isaac Taylor with 4 fouls. And he throws it to the moon. Goes in the backcourt. That's a backcourt violation. 2:12 to go. Michigan 2 points away from 100.
The bench loved that Fred Wright Jones three-pointer.
Wow, that was a height bench.
This
And
whole stadium exploded. First time in a few minutes since that E.B. Watson dunk.
First time in a long time. Xavier Simpson's got it. Has Teskey inside if he wants him. No good. No, he doesn't. Now he gives it Teskey right back up top to Simpson. Drive to the right, puts it off the glass. No good. Tipped around. Teskey has it. Gets it to E.B. Watson. Wanted to go back toward a Fred Wright Jones. Instead, it's tipped out of bounds by Dorsett. It'll stay with Michigan. 25 on the clock.
See if they can score here and get to 100 points.
We're all rooting for it at this point. E.B. Watson barely able to get it in and throws it off of Teskey out of bounds. Dorsett grabbed it, threw it off Teskey, got out of bounds. It'll go to East Shore. This is going to be McIntosh bringing it up. He's got Salin, Dorsett, Pickett, and Taylor with him. Michigan's got Hibbett, Simpson, Wright Jones, Teske, Watson. McIntosh finally gives it up. That's to Pickett. Up top with 10 on the clock. Michigan running out of chances to get to 100. Goes inside to Tyler Isaac. No good. They're going to get the freshman E.B. Watson on the foul. And with 1:23 to go, you might be thinking 2 more shots here at triple digits, which would be probably your last chance with Big Ten season coming up. You got to imagine, this is our last chance to get to 100 points.
Yeah, maybe Furman. I don't know how good Furman is, but that would be definitely the last chance. But you don't know anything, and it's hard to expect 100 points going into a college basketball game, so definitely want to take advantage of it right here.
Apparently, to me, it's hard to think that a team like Michigan can win by 26. They can, folks. Breaking news. Free throw up and good. Second is off. Simpson's going to bring it up against Salin with some full court pressure. And he is teaching Salin how it works. He'll slow it down. Had Hibbets streaking inside on the back door. Didn't go to him. Simpson goes left, gets a screen from Teske, hands it to E.B. Watson. Foul is going to be called on Xavier Simpson. The student section, as you can hear, not thrilled. Looks like maybe a moving screen. I'm not sure what it was.
Looks like they want triple digits as much as we do.
Yes. Michigan, assuming these are somewhat long drawn-out possessions from East Shore. This might be their last one. It's not. Pickett missed. The rebound goes to Dorsett, who falls into his own player. Salin going to back off to McIntosh. And folks, Michigan is going to run out the clock on their final possession, barring a charge. McIntosh holding to 10 seconds. I guess it's a small win as Pickett, puts up the 3, no good. It goes up to Dorsett, no good, gets his own rebound with 15 on the clock. Really awkward hook pass to Salin, hands it off to McIntosh. McIntosh is going to let this run out, gets it to Salin, so there might be one more. He gets blocked by Teske with 2 seconds, with 1 second, Wright Jones! The foul is called! No, it's not! They're going to wave it off! No foul at the end! Michigan still doubles their opponent 98-49. Closing thoughts, Evan.
Devastating that they didn't get triple digits. E.B. Watson had the ball there, had a very good chance. But overall, great performance. They shot the ball really well from 3, 12 of 21 from behind the arc, and great defensive performance holding Maryland East Shore under 50. All around, the team is looking really good heading into conference play. One more tune-up game against Furman, and it'll be an exciting Big Ten season. Guys,
thank you so much for joining us. We at WCBN greatly appreciate it. Your final score here at Chrysler Arena, Michigan 98, the Maryland East Shore Hawks 49. It wasn't close from the beginning. Michigan covered the spread. Breaking news alert. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.
go.